Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Hope you have liked my earlier video on how to send an email using Azure SendGrid. In case if you haven't watched the video, please do watch it. If you do like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe this channel for some more contents on Azure and cloud. In today's video, we are going to see how to spin virtual machine in Azure. In Azure, you can spin different types of VM using different ways, like using Azure portal, using ARM templates, using different infrastructure as code services like Terraform, Ansible. Also, you can use different Azure SDKs to create the VMs. In today's video, we are going to see how we can create VMs using Azure portal. Let's get started without any further delay. So before we begin, we are going to create the resource group first. Let's create the resource group from selecting the appropriate subscription. So we'll hit the create button and we'll select the appropriate subscription and we'll give the resource group name and also give the resource location. In this case, we will select Central India as resource location. Keep the tags as it is and let's just create it. So as you can see, the resource group has been created. Now we are going to spin off our VM in this resource group. Let's just create. It will redirect us to the Azure Marketplace. Here we are going to search using virtual machine. So as you can see, there are multiple options are there. Based upon your requirement, you can select. Here we are going to select Microsoft Virtual Machine. And the form will come up. We'll select the subscription. We'll select the resource group. In this case, it will be demo VM, and we'll provide a virtual machine name. Okay. So we'll provide demo VM as our virtual machine name, and then we'll select the availability option. There are multiple availability options are available. We'll select for the, as this is a testing, we'll select no infrastructure. Also we'll keep the security type as it is, and this is the image version. In image you can see, let it load. In the image you can see different versions are available, from Windows to Linux, for different flavors of Linux, even different flavors of Windows, from Windows 10 to 11. For this demo we are going to select Ubuntu. Let's select the newer version, Ubuntu 22 LTS. And also the VM architecture, let's keep it as it is. Also there is an option you can run this with spot instance. Okay. So spot instance will give you multiple, if you enable it, there will be multiple options will be there. If you are using non mission critical application, that you can use Azure spot instance, it can save lot of money. Then come to the size, we'll see what are the sizes are available. So as you can see, there are multiple sizes are available, and the pricing will depend on what kind of configuration you select. As it is a test VM, we'll to keep the cost minimum, we'll select only the minimum configuration. Let's select the VM. Yeah. And next come to the authentication type. Now there are two types of authentication type, SSH type and password. Okay, in password you can use your own user ID password, but it is always suggested that use SSH authentication type if it is available. So we'll create our own SSI's new public key. You can, if you already have your own existing public key and existing SSH key, you can reuse it, but we are going to use it we are going to create a new key. We'll also change the default username. Okay, in the inbound port selection we will keep things as it is, as we are going to connect the VM from our local system. In the next page we'll select the storage type. Here different type of storage types are available. Based upon your storage selection, the pricing will again change. For our demo, we'll select standard HDD to minimize our cost. We'll keep the delete with VM option checked. If you already have a storage account, you can add it here in the below options. Next we'll go to the networking page. Here you can create your own virtual network, or you can add with your existing virtual network if you already have it. In this case we'll going to keep it as it is. It is going to create own VNet and subnet and public IP and rest of the other stuffs. Okay, and we are going to check this box that delete public IP and NIC when VM is deleted. Okay, we'll keep the load balancing as it is. Moving to next. We'll uncheck the identity right now. Okay, in case if you want to use Azure Key Vault, you can obviously use this. Auto shutdown, you can enable it based upon your requirement. You can set a time, and on that time the VM will be automatically shut down. In this case we will not use it. Moving to next page, boot diagnostic. There are different options you can select based upon your need. In this case we are going to disable the boot diagnostics. In the advanced section, okay, here you can use your own script to install predefined softwares if you already have, but in this case we are going to keep it as it is. Next, in the tag section, let's add some tag values. In the review and create page, it will display all the details that you have selected, and also it will display the approximate cost for this VM. So in this case it is costing around 6 rupees for the instance that I am going to create. So let's review this all the configuration, and let's just hit the create option. Also it will generate the new key, so we'll download the key, and once it is downloaded, the deployment is started. We are going to wait for a few. As you can see, the deployment is in progress. We'll wait for a few minutes to complete the deployment. So as you can see, deployment is completed. We'll go to the resource section. So as you can see, the VM has been created. We'll review all the configuration. As you can see, the resource group name, the what kind of VM it is, what is the size, and what is the public IP. And also you can verify the size, the vCPU, and the total RAM that you have selected during the process. So before we log in into VM, let's see what are the other stuffs that has been created as part of this VM. So we can see there is a virtual machine has been created, public IP has been created, there are network security code VNets, network interface has been created, also the memory storage account that is being created, and the SSH key. Let's see what kind of storage account that is created. If you remember, we have selected standard HDD at the time of selecting this VM. So as you can see, this type is standard HDD, and also it is created as LRS. LRS means locally redundant storage, because we don't need infrastructure redundant, because we have selected infrastructure redundancy at the time of creation. Okay, so let's go back to connect, back to VM, and let's try to connect this VM. So there are multiple options to connect. We are going to use SSH to connect this VM. So once you click the SSH, you can see the detailed steps how you can connect it. Also we are going to follow the exact same steps to connect this. Okay, let's open the terminal. Okay, let's go back to the key location where it is downloaded. In this case, it is downloaded in download directory. So let's change the permission of the key file. And let's try to connect using the SSH operation. There you go. Type yes. That's it. You are connected in with the VM. So as you can see, the prompt has been changed. So we are connected with we are logged in into VM. So let's see, run some few Linux command. So as you can see, this is a Ubuntu version. You can also see what are the processes are running. Currently there are only the root processes are running on the system. Let's exit it from the VM. Okay. That's it from my end. So this is the way you can create your own virtual machine using Azure portal. Hope you have liked the video. So before we end it, we are going to delete this VM. Okay, so always delete or stop the VM if you don't need it. Okay? This will help you to reduce the cost. So let's hit that delete button, and we'll check the apply force delete, and we'll hit the delete, and that's it. After a few minutes it will be deleted. You will be charged only for the time that you have used the virtual machine. Okay. So that's it from my end. I hope you do like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel for more content. Thank you.